My name is Karen S. Cole. I'm a book ghostwriter, very long-standing. I call myself Granny Ghostwriter. My website's www.ghostwriterbook.com. You can research that. www.rainbowwriting.com. That's a redirect now to the same site. You can look at my resume, my portfolio, my samples, the anonymous samples of my team of about 180 writers. A portion of them are on this side, about 150 of them, I think. I've helped over 300, working toward 400 books get out to the market. I've ghostwritten about 40 books, working toward 50 if you include the editing, proofreading, review work, and other things I've done for books. Directly, well over 50. Indirectly, something like 350. Over time, I've worked on 3 to 5 books a year. My pricing is somewhat standard for a professional ghostwriter with experience, American, English as a first language, and a degree in English languages, literature, fine arts, and journalism. I charge $20,000 to ghostwrite a fiction novel of 200 to 400 pages and $25,000 to ghostwrite a non-fiction book or a memoir. Memoirs actually can vary from 10 to 15 to 20 or 25,000 depending on their length, what they're about, how complicated the writing is. A lot of my authors do the bulk of my writing for me, and then I just edit it and whip it into shape, make it sound professional, modern, chunky, exciting, add strength to it, get rid of the redundancies, flesh it out, research and do my own fact-checking on the internet and in the library system so that I can add material that might be missing, fill in the gaps. I basically help my writers write the book. Sometimes I do what's called book coaching, where I just actually talk them through the process of them writing their own book in gradual stages. I also do book editing, where you wrote out the whole manuscript and you need editing work done on it in some regard or other. Sometimes you just need grammar, spelling, context, syntax editing, rearrangement of words, forms, again removing redundancies, fact-checking, basic editing like that might only cost about $2,000 or $3,000 or up to $4,000 to do a book. But some of you folks need content and developmental editing where you don't really see the direction your book is going. You've got a complicated fiction work with a lot of characters in it, and you're just not seeing it. Something is bogging you down. So you need to add some scenes. You need to add in some new characters to take the load off your main characters. You need some new plot devices worked in, things like that. That's content editing. You take stuff in. You take stuff out, you add stuff in, you revise as you go, you make it more exciting and more developmental editing, you're bringing stuff out. Developmental editing, there's a lot more adding in than taking out, I've noticed over time. But sometimes it's just an extreme rewrite, where you're rearranging all the words, phrases, maybe the scenes. You might take the scene you open your book with and end it with it because you think it's so strong you like it at the ending instead. Developmental editing is how you bring out the ideas in your book and you develop them as you go along. My website's www.ghostwriterbook.com. You can research that. www.rainbowwriting.com. That's a redirect now to the same site. You can look at my resume, my portfolio, my samples, the anonymous samples of my team of about 180 writers. A portion of them are on this side, about 150 of them, I think. And that's about it, I'd say. Granny Ghostwriter bids you adieu. Take care. Let's see what we got here. Stop recording. Bye-bye.